Hello, everyone.
Hi.
Hi.
Hey.
I'm Joel, and this is Joel and Randy's Texas Tea.
I'm Randy, and listen, you don't even know it anymore, but I love you. Sure is.
And we have our Miss Chris with us.
And Chris, of course.
Mr. Chris.
Mr.
Chris.
In the butch world,
He's
Mr.
starting
Chris.
He's starting the pronoun.
Gender
He's
heavy, bitch.
gender heavy. This show is
Does that mean
going
you
to
have,
be
like, heavy balls? What does that mean?
gender
I thought we were changing the name
heavy.
to Chris's Joel and Randy's Texas.
We can,
You know, there's like
listen.
Ruth's Chris Steakhouse. It's Chris's Joel.
You know what?
Randy.
Oh, really?
You are.
I own you,
This
bitches.
is a forever panelist, and we've got to work out how we're going to get him in, but it's always going to be Randy.
I'll make him
So-
stick it.
Well, it's going to be Texas Tea.
We're going to figure it
We're
out.
going to figure it out. We'll have to probably...
See, that makes me have to do a new song. I have
And
to
we
get
have
back
to,
in the
and then we
studio.
have to go back and do new
And that's
pictures
cool.
again.
No, but I like doing the studio. And new pictures would be fun.
New pictures would be fun. You know, we need to call. We need to. What's the name? Blue. What was it? Blue Velvet. The ones who bought.
I know, but you
Mhm.
booked the photographer.
We
She
were-
was very
She
nice.
was very
We
nice.
liked her.
Olga. Her name. And she
Olga,
was a
honey.
lesbian from Russia.
From Russia.
And she
I didn't
had-
even know they had
yes.
Oh, I hope
lesbians in
so with
Russia.
that name.
They don't live long
Mm-mm.
in Russia.
She had to.
God bless them.
Well, they. You know,
The
that
story she
potato
told
salad.
us was amazing. She had to leave Russia because when she told her family she was lesbian, they
Oh.
kicked.
Oh,
Oh
fuck.
yeah, they kicked
God.
her out. Mm-hmm.
They kicked her out.
They kicked her out. They were going to call the
See, that's
government
not-
on
Oh,
her.
the
gosh,
government.
that's
They were
fucking terrible.
they were going to call the government on
Oh,
her,
that's
and
so-
So
she
did
had to.
escape to the U.S.?
She had to escape to the Ukraine first, and then she came to the
But how
U.S.
Well, that's
Was
some
she-
honor killing kind of
Mhm.
bullshit.
Oh, I have
You know
no
what I'm
idea.
saying?
She
That
was
is-
she
that's
was in her
terrible.
when she's in her 40s, I think, late 30s, early
But she was
40s.
cute.
But she was
Lesbians
cute.
age well.
But she was
I think
cute.
it's all
Well,
that
but
vagina.
how old was she when it happened?
Oh, I have no idea. I think it might have been in her. I might have been in her 20s. I think when it happened.
Can you imagine that happening?
I cannot.
Yeah,
I
can
cannot.
you?
I'm fucked
It's-
up, and my parents were great with me coming out and stuff.
I
Imagine
think that not everybody has that journey. I'm glad you did.
I
no,
had.
I know. I mean, saying I'm fucked up and I had a good
Mhm.
growing up.
No,
like,
I'm saying-
imagine if I had a bad growing up.
That's what I'm saying. I'm glad you had that journey. Not
Mhm.
everybody does.
And as the black guy in the group, I had heard so many horror stories from black men when they came out of the closet
Really.
about getting kicked out of the house and living on the streets when they're 14, 15 years old because it was that severe back then. And I was one of the, and you know, I hated sitting around another group of black gay men because when they would tell their stories, and I'd be crying because their stories are horrific.
Okay.
And then they would turn to me and look at me, and I'm like, well, my parents were actually quite
go through
okay.
that.
I didn't go
Yeah.
through any of that.
Really?
But you know what?
I did not. In fact, my dad, from age 12 to age 18, every time we had the sex talk, he went, you know, it's okay if you're gay.
What?
You know,
See,
it's,
they knew
it's,
the tea.
it's okay.
Shit.
Yeah.
That's
Wow.
nice that they knew the
Mhm.
tea, though. That's.
Mhm.
I think that's.
I'm just letting you
Wow,
know
good for you.
that it's okay if you're gay. But you know, the funny thing was is that when I did come out as gay, when I would go see him, and I haven't seen him in a while, and I need to go see my dad. Hello, Dad. How you doing?
Hey, Joel's dad.
But he would never say the word gay. I don't understand why.
Oh, well,
I guess
after you came out?
after I
that's
came
good.
out, he just would not say the word gay. He would ask me if I had a friend.
Yeah, my
and
parents
I
were
would
like
be
that.
like,
That's a coping mechanism.
Yeah, but that was his way of coping, and I went, okay, that's fine. I'm at this
Also,
point.
it's kind of like uncharted territory, so
Mhm.
they don't really know how.
But you know what? At least he asked you if you had a
Mhm.
friend. You know what I'm? That opens a door
Yeah,
to
exactly.
your life.
Mhm.
And
He's trying.
I think
He's
that's
trying to-
fabulous.
Yeah.
because
Mhm.
My parents have never, and you know, I'm not just I try not to besmirch my parents.
Yeah,
I had
it's
a great
fine.
upbringing and
Mhm.
all that, but they've never asked me if I've never had a friend.
Mm-hmm.
But they never asked me if I had a friend.
Mm-hmm.
And you know, it would have been nice if they,
Mhm.
over the years, I'll be 51 in March.
Mm-hmm.
It would have been nice if they said, "Do you have a friend?"
Do you think they would be able to, if you got a friend,
Handle it?
if you got a friend,
Yes.
you think
You know,
they would be able to
my-
handle
my-
that now?
My closest friends, I have many close friends,
Mhm.
by the way, and I
Mhm.
count you in that number,
Mhm.
of course. And You're getting there, Alley Cat.
Yeah,
But
bitch.
anyway,
Mm-hmm.
Steve and Jason are beloved
Mm-hmm.
by my family. My father actually said about Steve and Jason, they are such a great couple. I was blown away. I was fucking blown away that he said that. And they're so lucky to have each other. They just fit. My father
They
said
just
that.
Your father.
They just fit. And I thought that was amazing. So that's sort of a portal into my life if I had met someone. I've never met anybody. At 51, maybe I will. At 50, I didn't. But I don't actively pursue people either. So I think that I need to start doing that.
Yeah.
But
Put yourself out there a little.
I need to put myself out there.
And you know, I feel kind of bad because
Because they would be accepting.
this is the second time that you guys have asked me, why don't you go out with us to
The bar.
the bar? The bar.
piano bar.
The
Or
piano
as some people
bar.
say, just generically,
Michael's.
the club.
The club. And I always seem, you know, my biggest
You don't
thing
go
is
out?
I don't go to gay bars. And
No, he
Randy-
doesn't. He actually goes
Randy,
to gay bitterness.
I don't know
I'm
what
not
it is.
comfortable.
I don't know what
Well, they could
happened.
be.
I'm not comfortable in straight bars. I'm not.
I am very comfortable
I'm
in straight
totally
bars.
straight. I'm totally straight.
I'm totally comfortable
just not.
straight. Mm-hmm.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, things can go sideways really quickly.
Mm-hmm.
Especially if you're a big guy. I'm a big guy, and things have gone sideways.
Mhm.
The weird thing is, it's always with women.
How do things go sideways?
Because for some reason, a woman might think that I'm hitting on her, and I'm just
What?
being friendly. No, I'm not kidding.
This
The
happens.
last straight bar I went to, a woman thought I was hitting on her. And all I said was, hey, oh my gosh, your hair is beautiful. Her hair was beautiful. I'm a gay guy. And I think I come off as gay. Gosh, I hope so. But anyway, apparently to her I didn't. And she got her boyfriend involved.
Oh, shit.
Because I think it's because I'm big.
Mhm.
And
I don't
and
think
men want women to be impressed with
Oh.
their masculinity and their prowess as men who can take care of their woman.
Right.
This guy wanted to fight me.
What?
Yeah,
Mhm.
straight bars scare me.
Oh, God. That sounds
I
terrifying.
feel like I can't talk to anybody.
Oh,
God, I'm
my
sorry.
Yeah.
my straight bar of choice is TK Bitterman. And TK Bitterman's, everybody knows I'm gay. Everybody knows I'm gay. And nobody says a word.
I'm comfortable there now because of
Wait, is
Joel.
that where we went?
Yeah, that's where we went to have a beer one
That's a
time.
cool bar.
Yeah. Everybody knows me. Everybody knows I'm gay. Nobody makes a big deal of. Now, I will tell this. Something did occur a week ago, and I haven't been back since because I was a little angry, and it was the first time that I felt out of place
Ooh, what
in
happened?
what I consider my own bar.
What happened?
I
Yeah,
went.
because when we came there, I was like, hey, what's up?
Yeah, exactly.
No, everybody knows him there.
Yeah. So I'm in there. It's after work. I'm like, I'm just gonna have a couple of cocktails and go home, which I did. And I come in, and there is one of the patrons, and I guess her boyfriend, neighbor, something. I don't know what the story is with him, but he knew me from work because he used to work where I work, and I didn't remember who he was. People come and go all the time at work. And sometimes people walk up to me and say, hey, we used to work together and blah, 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 blah. And I'm like, hey, who are you?
Yeah.
You know, because like I said, once you're gone, you're out of my head. And I don't think about it. There are certain people that I remember because there are certain qualities about them that they had that you can't help but to remember.
Yeah.
But he was just some boring guy that just happened to work with me. And he was obviously drunk. And I heard a conversation that he was having at the table with another black gentleman that was sitting at the table, and they were talking about slavery, and they were talking about all this stuff, and Trump, and all this, and I'm like, you know what, I just want to have a cocktail. I do not want to get involved in this. I don't want him turning around, asking me anything, because sometimes people do that, and I just said, I'm just going to have my cocktail and play my little game on my phone. I walk inside the bar, there he is, talking to, like I said, one of the patrons, and he hugs me and says, oh, this gay guy, hey, does everybody know he's gay?
Oh my
Gay,
God,
gay,
what?
gay, gay, gay. He just went on and on, tried to kiss me on the cheek. I'm like, what the hell is going on?
That sounds
And
like he's baiting people.
And his friend,
to start something.
who is a girl, who I know, who I'm not going to mention on the show, by the way. She is super embarrassed. She's trying to get him off me. He just would not stop. It was the first time I'd ever been uncomfortable. I mean, I was uncomfortable.
So it wasn't the bar's fault.
No, it wasn't the bar's fault.
It
No.
was his fault.
It was
And
his fault.
It sounds like he was baiting other people.
Mm-hmm.
Do you think that's what he was doing?
That's exactly what he was
chumming
doing.
the waters, honey.
That's
exactly what he was.
People do that?
Yeah,
Apparently.
Yeah. He was.
See,
But it seemed like he was happy to see it.
scare me.
Mm.
No.
No, he was super
That
drunk.
was some bullshit.
He was super drunk.
You
And
know-
he just kept going on and on to the point where even the other patrons were like, we already know you need to calm down and you need to leave him alone, blah, 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 blah. He just would not, everywhere I went, there he was. He just wouldn't stop.
See, the
And
thing
I paid my tab. I said, I'm going to have my second drink and I'm leaving. And I had my second drink and I left. And I hadn't been back since because I'm like, I don't like dealing with, I don't mind,
he was stirring shit.
I don't mind the fact that I have two bars that I go to and they both know I'm gay and they're both straight. And I never have a problem in either one.
The Harp? Is that the other one?
No, I go to the Eagle down the road sometimes.
Oh, okay. The Harp is very gay friendly.
The Harp is also very gay friendly. If you live in the Montrose area, literally any straight bar that I've been to has always been very gay friendly.
Yeah.
So I'm not really worried about.
But this dude
But he just wouldn't stop.
He was, like I said, he was just chumming the water, honey.
And that
trying
was
to
the
get
first time.
something
And I'm
started.
gonna be honest. I was a little scared because I'm like,
Scared of for what?
I have no idea why. There was something in my gut that was like, you need to
went
go.
That's the fight or flight.
Yeah, you need to
instinct,
go.
bitch.
Your intuition. kicked
Yeah.
in.
Yes, Queen.
You
And
need to
always,
go. Mhm.
Everybody out there, always listen. And we've said this on the show before.
Mhm.
Always listen to that little
When you got
voice
that
in your
voice.
head.
Mhm.
Because guess what? That's God.
Mhm.
Seriously. That little voice in your head
Mhm.
that tells you, get out,
Mhm.
that's God.
Mhm.
And that's the truth.
Mhm.
Y'all need to learn how to listen to the Lord.
Well,
I'm just
Well,
telling you.
Randy, I actually
if
did.
you believe in God, yes.
Well,
Yes.
if you don't,
But
well,
here's the
I'm-
thing.
I'm
But
going to pray for you.
But Randy did make another point too. Don't ever trust a straight man. Don't ever trust a straight man who suddenly decides that he wants to try to get with you,
Experiment.
experiments, or any of that.
Because guess what?
'Cause guess
Experiments
what?
sometimes blow up.
Mm-hmm.
And a blow up could mean your ass is dead.
Mm-hmm.
Stabbed to death. My uncle was stabbed to death. My great uncle was stabbed to death in Orange Grove. I've told the story on the show before.
Mm-hmm.
But Chris has heard it.
Mm-hmm.
Because he met a man. He met a Mr. He met a man at a bar in Florida. In Florida, he met a man at a bar, and they started talking,
Mm-hmm.
and they were having a good time. And then they left the bar to drink some more in an orange grove.
Mm-hmm.
The man stabbed him 12 times. He
Mm-hmm.
said that my uncle King Monty, it was my great uncle. It was the 50s.
Mm-hmm.
So guess what? He got off
Mm-hmm.
because my uncle. Okay, so why is your ass going from a bar
Mm-hmm.
to an orange grove to drink?
Mm-hmm.
So that I think was what they call now a gay panic.
Mm-hmm. Which, by the way,
he had sex with my uncle and then thought, you know what? I've never done this before. I don't need to leave any evidence
Oh,
behind,
fuck.
so I'm gonna kill him. Y'all don't go home with men who say that they're experimenting because that is a recipe for murder.
May I say this? By the way, the gay panic defense is still admissible in 47 states. In fact, there were 2 instances in Texas where they got off because of gay panic. Well, he touched my leg, so I had to kill him, and then he got off. And it's happened twice here, just in Texas alone.
Yeah.
It's happened twice.
There were 2 kids in Mississippi when I lived in Mississippi years and years ago in 1989 that took a guy out who worked at the salon next to the store that I worked in to go around. The good old days. I was girl. Anyway, so I used to go to the salon every morning I would come in with my hair in disarray because the ladies at the salon would allow me to do my hair in the salon with all the tools and everything. And anyway, there was a guy that came in. He was new. His name was Herbie. I'm not kidding. His name was Herbie. And Herbie came in from Memphis, and the big city.
Memphis, yeah.
Memphis, the big
Wait,
city.
is that close? Memphis is that close? Or Memphis, Mississippi?
Greenville, Mississippi? Barely. I mean, yeah, Tennessee, they're all sort of together. Anyway, the point is, he met a 19-year-old kid, and the 19-year-old, he was 30. The 19-year-old kid said, "You're cool. Would you like to hang out with me and my friends tonight?" And Herbie actually told me that day, "Oh my gosh, these guys really think that I'm hot and they want to hang out." I'm like, "How old are they?" You know, I'm just curious. They're 19. That's not a good idea. Anyway, he went and hung out with them. Well, he picked him up in his car. They smoked some weed. They drank. Had a good time. They took him out to a cornfield, and they ran him over with his own vehicle. Yes. His own Cadillac, girl. They ran over him, then backed over him, ripped his face off because the license plate grabbed his chin, ripped his face off with the license plate, and they were given probation because they were in a gay panic. He was 30, they were 19, and trying to take advantage.
Yeah, exactly. That's how it works. That's how it works.
Y'all, the moral of that motherfucking story is, if he says he doesn't know who he is, then don't ask him who he is. Get to step bitches. You know what? You Q's better get it together, honey. Don't come to me with your goddamn Q's because I don't want to hear it.
But
Snap.
But
I got
snap.
a cue for
But
you.
like I said, that
Where's
was
your Uber?
that. And by the way, I have been in all kinds of situations where things could have gone horribly wrong, and somehow I'm still here.
I have a guardian angel.
I went to a cowboy bar in Pasadena in the '90s because I just wanted to have a beer. I had bought some furniture in Pasadena because it was super cheap at the time to do so, and we were tired. And I was like, I want to get a beer. Let's just stop at whatever bar is on the way. I'm with my friend at the time who's like, I don't want to stop at no bar in Pasadena. I said, I don't really give a shit. I just want to have a beer. We got mattresses on the truck. We got a couch on the truck. Let's stop and have a beer because we're tired. We've been up since 7 o'clock in the morning shopping around. It's 3:30 in the afternoon. Let's go have a beer. So we stop at this little bar, and it's hilarious. Little blonde woman comes walking up with a big beehive hairdo. You could tell that she has smoked Marlboro Reds her entire life because her voice is super deep.
Right.
And she is walking up. And by the way, this was at the time where you could smoke in the bar. So she's walking up to me at the bar with a cigarette in her mouth, going, "What can I help you with?" And I said, I started laughing at the time. My friend is sitting there. He is scared out of his mind because we're the only two black people at this bar.
Oh, God.
He is scared. I don't care. I'm like, I would like to have a beer, please. Do you know where you're at? Yes, I do. We're in a bar.
That would have given me.
I'd be like, get the fuck out.
I would have been chilled to the bone, and at that point, I would have left.
Baby, I don't know.
We don't know the rest of the story. We have to
But
hear
I'm
the
like,
story.
I know where we're at, and it says bar outside. So I came in to have a beer. He will have. I said, Marcus, what would you like? He said, I would like. I said, don't. First, I looked at him and said, don't think about ordering nothing girly. Just order a beer or a glass of wine. No, don't even order wine. Order a beer or some scotch or some bourbon or something.
Yes.
So he goes,
Don't order a pink squirrel.
So he's like, well, we're in here. We're in here, so I guess I'm going to have a martini. Because that sounds very manly. A martini. So he orders a martini. I know.
It sounds very sophisticated.
And she says, are you sure you want a martini? Yes, I would like a martini. Marcus says, yes, I would like a martini. So I'm having a Budweiser. He's having a martini. There are 5 gentlemen in cowboy hats sitting around staring at us the entire time.
Oh,
You are in stinking
And Marcus and I, and Marcus is a girl's girl. He is very feminine and that is who he is.
Maybe they liked him then.
Marcus is a force of nature when it comes
Yeah, exactly.
to his homosexuality.
Yes, he is. Yes, he was.
wants you to know he's gay.
Yes, he
Okay?
was.
He's an in-your-face gay.
Mm-hmm.
And he looks like Oprah Winfrey on a bad day.
But the fact of the matter is that this was the
That's
one
a
time.
terrible combination.
This was the one time besides the vodka martini that he butched it up a little bit because he's like, we're in this bar, so and I don't know why you dragged me to this bar, but whatever. So we're sitting there, and there's 5 gentlemen with cowboy hats just looking at us, and one of them says, "Hey, what you doing in here?" "I'm having a beer. We just been shopping for furniture all day. I wanted to go to the closest bar that was here in your lovely town of Pasadena.
Stinkadena.
And this is where I'm at right now." So then I don't know what happened. For some strange reason, maybe after I think it might have been the 3rd beer, because then I bought a couple of the guys some beers at the bar just to calm them down. By the way, they were super hot in their little Wranglers, which is why I was buying their beers. And suddenly it went from, so why do black people do all this? Do this and that and blah, 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 blah. And Marcus is like, I said, well, we're in here. Might as well have some fun while we're in here. I said, well, as a representative of all black people, let me tell you why we do this and that and blah, 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 blah. Because you white people, y'all just, something wrong with y'all.
Girl, you are the Rosa Parks of the straight bars.
And we ended up.
Y'all were like best friends.
She didn't say.
I didn't say we were best friends. I just said that we had a good. We had a good time.
She didn't say I'm not gonna get up from my seat. She said I would be gay whether you like it or not.
Yeah, exactly.
This is Pasadena, and guess what?
And we had a good time. We ended up having a good time. Marcus got a couple of phone numbers, which I said, don't you ever call these boys. Don't do that.
Guess what?
I said, we might be in their bar, but we're in their territory, and
Yes.
you are not going to be.
That's an ambush waiting to happen, girl.
You are not ended up. I'm not getting a phone call at 3 o'clock in the morning because you ended up in somebody's trailer.
Wait, they gave him their phone?
Yes, they gave Marcus.
How did that happen?
Because Marcus was flirting.
Marcus is,
And they're like,
I
hey,
said, Marcus
yeah.
is a gay force of nature, honey. He's gonna do.
Once Marcus had his
wherever he
second,
goes.
once Marcus had his second martini, he started flirting. And I'm talking to everybody. We're talking politics. We're talking all this stuff.
Wait, was he like queening out?
He was tweeting out, and
Marcus, I'm not gonna say
This
it
is
again.
like a scene in a movie.
Yeah.
But I'm not gonna say it again. I've said it 3
No,
times.
I heard
now.
you.
But he was doing this thing. At one point, I'm sitting at the bar and I'm having a conversation, and the bartender, who is the beehive lady, those guys want to buy you another round of beers. Well, let the beers keep
I
coming.
love her voice.
Let the
I'm
beers
living
keep
for
coming.
her
We're having a
voice.
good time. We were there. We were there. We got there at 3 o'clock. We didn't leave there until 10 o'clock at night. We were there we had a good time. Marcus was on the dance floor. Marcus was dancing with
See, I think straight
the
men are
ladies
confused by feminine guys because they're attracted to femininity regardless of what it comes from. So when it's a guy who's feminine, they're like, I'm attracted to this, but I don't know what the fuck it means. I'm
It just means
confused.
that we're fun.
At
Gay
one
men
po-
are fucking fun.
At one
to be
point,
around.
Marcus was in the corner talking to a bunch of super big hair blonde ladies. He is making them laugh, having a good time, doing his thing. They're
That's
all
awesome.
talking about men and
Dude, this is a movie.
I know.
You can
All
write this
these
shit down,
men.
bitch.
And I'm like sitting at the bar I'm surrounded by all
Someone
these
Marcus at the bar.
We
The motion picture.
And the bartender, I hope y'all come back again because y'all were so much fun. We had such a good time with you. We had such a good time with you boys. And I'm like, first of all, we will not be back. We were just in Pasadena to buy furniture. Thank you for showing us a lovely time. I realized that this is probably the first time that you've had black people in your bar. But I just wanted to let you know that
like uniting.
But I just wanted to let you know that we're not any different from you guys. We get up in the morning, we put our pants on, we have to pay bills, we have to do all this other stuff. So all the stuff that we talked about, that's not anything different. One guy was up bitching about his wife, and I'm like, well, maybe if you just paid a little bit more attention. All she wants is your attention. Just pay attention to her.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah.
It's really not that hard. You're in a relationship. You're married. You sometimes have to pay attention to your wife instead of hanging out with your boys at the bar all the time. And if a gay man is telling you to stop hanging out with your boys, stop hanging out with your boys.
Damn, you wasn't. I thought you were.
Mm-hmm. So that was, and by the way, that was the 90s, and that fearlessness never left me. It still is here. And like I said, to have that one moment, at TK Bitterman's really pissed me off because that's not.
Dude,
it's 2019 and you're like in the middle of
comfort level.
Yeah, exactly.
To have your comfort level sort of compromised, that sucks.
Mm-hmm.
In like outer Montrose, Houston, it's just like, why is that happening here?
But you know, this episode is quite good because we're
just doing a keep it real episode.
We haven't gotten to the
we haven't gotten into the gender wars yet, and the gender wars.
We're having a keep it real episode. And guess what? We're gonna get into the gender wars when we can.
No, we're gonna get into the gender wars right now because this has been something that's been on my mind for the last 2 weeks.
I know.
And
you want it.
And I want to, and all the stories that we have literally just told about being gay and all this other stuff. I know that there are similar stories in the trans community, and you have to understand. We understand what you're going through. We do understand because we have been down these roads before.
And yes.
And we want to tell you in the trans community that we are not. Y'all have to go through your own stuff. Y'all really do. Wow. Yeah. Yes. As much as we would like to support you, and we would love to support you. Every time we try to support you, y'all. Oh, Lord. Y'all don't understand what support sometimes means. Support sometimes means that we have to tell you, bitch, you got to calm it down a bit. You got to listen to what's being said on the other side of the table before you say transphobic whatever. Where I'm coming from is the fact that I think it's quite amusing as a gay man to watch trans women and cisgender women have an argument over what is considered a woman.
Wait, do we need to explain what cisgender means?
Oh,
does everyone knows what that is?
Everyone on the planet should know what cisgender.
We have listeners who are fucking rural.
Okay, yes, that's true. Okay, so if you are cisgender, that means you are a biological woman who has a uterus, a womb.
You were born a woman.
You are born a woman. Why are you? You are born a woman.
100%. Right now, bitch.
I have to go to the restroom. My God.
Oh my God.
Oh my God. Everybody knows because we're doing a lot.
Because you bitches
have to go number 1 or number 2.
We're on a live show, and you have to go to.
Ask me twice where I'm going.
I love your pants, baby. I love those. Those pants are fabulous. Where'd you get them?
Thank you, Charlie. From the resale shop for itself.
Yes.
And he's riding it low in the back. Look at him. Draws showing and everything else. Draws. I said draws. Draws showing and everything else. You are wearing. You
are acting cisgender.
I know. Cisgendered ghetto with his.
Wait, are we cisgendered? No, because we're gay.
No, we're not women.
No,
we have a guest coming.
Yeah, we actually are because we're men.
A guest coming. Just Brandy's coming, so we have a guest, girl.
Wait, we have a guest.
We have a guest. What?
We have a special surprise guest.
Who?
Is he hot? Is he hot?
No, he is.
Well, I wouldn't say that. I would say he's
I didn't mean to say that. I'm sorry. Oh, Lord. I'm so sorry. Lord.
Redax.
Look.
Strike that from the record.
This is the first time that we have done a live episode like this, and we are having a good time. But I did not mean that.
Why
in
you
that,
can't even redact it? No.
You know why? You know why I said that? Because he used to be so into my friend Marcus so much, and I could never understand why. Because I always thought that he was cute. I thought he would be into me, but he was into Marcus. So I was like,
you can't explain attraction.
Yeah,
you
no, you can't really. No, you can't really, and it's fine.
Yeah.
It's actually fine, and I understood that from now that I'm older. I get it. I completely get it. Sometimes you're just attracted to people and you don't know why.
But when you're younger, you're like, also this shit's going on.
No, when you're younger, your dick is hard for literally anybody. It's literally hard for
actually,
anybody.
That's me now. When I was younger, I was very particular.
Oh,
I think now that I'm older, I'm like, shit, I'm gonna die soon, so I need to like have sex with as many people as
You are
possible.
44 years old. You are not down anytime soon.
You're not going anywhere.
Your body's
anytime
saying,
soon unless
bitch, you are
smoke.
gonna die sooner than later.
The moment that you're born, you're gonna die, so it doesn't really matter. But
you don't have time to be particular.
Death, it's just so,
no,
it's not really depressing. It's a transformation.
Girl, if you believe in God, you're going to heaven, so where are you to
I am. And thank you. That's what I was just about to say until you interrupted. I know it's transformation, but nobody is ready to go. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, exactly.
You know, so
I'm ready to go. Beam me up. Beam me up. To the other world. I'm talking to the aliens, baby.
Like, we are talking to the aliens right now, apparently, because nobody listens to the show but aliens, because nobody ever tells us anything.
That's not
we never
true.
get
You know what? I'm gonna have to change the
No, I
topic.
have to chide our audience because I love them.
We want to hear from you.
But we want to hear from you.
We want to, hey,
We
if you're
love
hot and
you
you're
bitches.
single,
But here's the
let
thing:
me know.
I'm gonna have to change the title to the show because we have not talked about anything. But
You know what? We are
I feel like that-
balling, bitch.
we are
and I'm
free
enjoying
balling.
free balling.
I'm getting gender heavy right now.
let's get gender heavy right now because
I'm getting
first of all, Randy has a fantastic story that's very gender heavy, and I want Randy to tell that story, and that involved a Jussie Smollett moment that I would love for him to.
Yes, Queen,
I need you to tell that
girl.
story.
Girl, Miss Nikki Jolly, honey. I'm sure the gay people around the world have heard, but maybe not. So I will inform you, honey. So Miss Nikki Jolly, bless his heart.
Who?
Nikki Jolly is a transsexual that lives in Jackson, Michigan. And he was awarded Citizen of the Year recently.
What?
And girl, he started the first gay acceptance center in the city of Jackson. Now, listen, it could be in the United States.
Bravo.
The truth is, I've never heard of a gay acceptance center. Have you?
Well, it's just a gay center.
No, it's the gay acceptance center, bitch. It's
just
on the
like
plaque.
the gay
It's on the plaque outside the goddamn building. So, guessing it might be the first. I'm sorry.
It's just, okay, we're just branding it gay acceptance.
That's what it is. Anyway.
I'm sorry. Continue.
Yeah, don't be sorry. I love it. I love the
Continue.
attention. It's fine. Anyway, this thing decided after the gay pride parade that there wasn't enough going on. And, our special guest is here. Our special
Special
guest is
delivery.
here. Randy.
Oh, Randy.
And he's gone.
And he's
Bye.
gone.
Thank you, Randy.
He's gotta go.
All right. Thank you.
And there with our special
Thank you.
guest. Woo,
Our
Lord.
special guest
I
appearance.
know.
But I appreciate the umbrella. Girl, that's an expensive umbrella.
You want to
That's
finish?
a $25 umbrella.
You want to finish telling that story, girl?
So this thing didn't get enough attention.
Mhm.
You know, she felt the gay
You're gonna line
community.
up right here.
Mm.
Did you just interrupt my story?
I did.
Mhm.
To chide him about his spelling?
Yes, I did.
Mhm.
He's, he's not going to stop because you do that. Hey.
Anyway.
So, Mr. Jolly didn't get enough attention. Apparently, there wasn't enough attention paid to the Gay Pride Parade in Jackson, Michigan, which is a small town
Mhm.
that, by the way, has embraced the gay community in their town to the point that they built the gay center and all this stuff. All these strides have been made for acceptance.
Wait, there's a gay center, then they made a gay acceptance center?
There's a gay acceptance center. Trying to pay attention.
I'm trying to follow.
She's trying to get popped, but that's what's happening.
Wait.
Because I'm a puppy.
Pop it, baby.
Anyway, please let me finish this fucking story. So, this thing, Mr. Thing, rather, decides that he's gonna, because of the lack of publicity for the gay pride parade, positive or negative, decides that he's gonna create a little more drama, so he can get more, I don't know, fame or what have you. He sets his trailer on fire with his 5 pets inside.
Wait, what? No, that's terrible.
Yeah, it is terrible.
Wait, was he inside
That's
too?
sadistic.
No, bitch, he went inside. He set the fire.
Just his pets
What do you mean inside?
Well, wait, where were his
He
pets?
left his pets inside.
What were they?
Inside.
No, what were they? Not
It
where.
doesn't. Listen, nobody ever said that from the
heard they
article
were
I read.
cats.
From the article, I hope they were cats. How you like that? How you like that?
What
I'm kidding.
the fuck?
I'm kidding. Stop interrupting my story. Let me finish. Kill fucking cats. How you like that, motherfucker?
I thought you were done. I thought you were done.
I'm not near done.
Oh, there's more.
No,
Oh,
there's not
Lord.
much more, but motherfucker, let me finish.
There
We're not
is-
doing another story. Because guess what? We're just going to free ball it from now on.
I'm free balling right now, baby.
Apparently.
Mhm.
Anyway.
Ooh, no more cocktails for
So,
you.
Guess what? She, I almost said she. It's hard. Girl, sometimes it's hard when you're
She.
trans.
Hey,
He's a she, but he's not a she, and she's a he, and girl, I feel like Cher right now with
Hey,
Chaz.
whatever you feel like doing, do it.
Anyway,
He burned down the
he
house.
burned down the house.
Mhm.
It wasn't even his trailer. It was rental. And thank God the man had insurance who owns the trailer. And she killed her pets because she was trying to get sympathy and publicity. She was doing a Jussie Smollett and trying to say that haters killed her dog and set her house on fire. His house on fire. I think it's very sad. And you know what? It seems to be that we've got a problem in this country.
Yeah, we do.
That people, you know what it is.
Mhm.
I'm sorry, listen, I'm going to call a spade a spade. We have rights now, and people are bored. So we're trying to, I think we're creating bullshit. And listen, some of our rights are being eroded. Some of our rights are eroding behind Trump. Especially for trans people.
Yeah,
Which
exactly.
is some real bullshit.
Yeah, that's real.
Because everything has to do with the fact that trans people aren't accepted in service of this country. That's fucking horrible.
That is horrible.
But y'all, listen. I'm talking to y'all, not the men in the room with me. I'm talking to bitches that are listening. And you're not bitches. Yes, you are. Anyway, if you think this way, stop trying to create stuff. We've got enough stuff going on.
Yeah, don't create drama.
Don't create drama. Bitch, it's happening. We have drama.
Misunderstandings happen.
Yeah, but let's focus on what's going on right now because our rights are eroding. And listen, if it comes down to it, and I told Joel this, Lord have mercy, y'all are gonna make me pick up a bigger sign, and I told Joel I wouldn't pick it, I wouldn't do any sort of thing like that, but if it comes down to it, I guess I'm gonna have to.
Pick it?
Pick it.
For what?
Protest.
I know, I got
For
that.
gay rights. If it comes down to it, if any more shit happens, I promised this man that I would do it. And I don't have to do it. Because we've got to nip this shit in the bud. But don't get stupid and create drama where there is none. And this town, like I said, it's a small town. They were loving the whole thing that was going on with the gay and trans community.
You know how much damage
He's
that...
trans.
You know how much damage that did? That did a lot of damage.
A lot of damage.
Set them back.
Yeah, that
The
set them
whole
back.
town.
Mm-hmm.
Fucked over every gay man, every trans
Mhm.
man and woman in that fucking town.
That's why you gotta
Fucked over
remember.
by
Yeah.
this motherfucker.
Mm-hmm.
Think about that.
And
It's terrifying.
but it really boils down to the fact that everybody wants to be famous for like 5 minutes, and it's really gotten out of
Yeah,
hand.
Andy Warhol,
Yeah, and they're doing whatever they can, and it's gotten ridiculous. It's gotten out of
direct quote
hand.
from Andy Warhol.
But
is-
you're taking away from the real problem.
right.
The real problem,
The direct
especially
quote
in the
from Andy Warhol
Mm.
is everyone will be famous for 50 years.
Mm-hmm.
He was right.
Mm-hmm.
He was right, and because of the internet, this man didn't even know the internet existed.
But he had done so much good for the town, so I don't understand why you would want.
He had done so much good for the town.
Why you would
Gay
want
acceptance-
that
Maybe
kind
it was messed up.
Gay acceptance.
Mm-hmm.
They literally
Mm-hmm.
had a gay acceptance center that
Mhm.
he built found funds and donations from the fucking town,
Mhm.
and look what he did.
So-
That's
You know, people
disgusting.
get caught up in their own, like,
Yeah, exactly. They
their
do.
own thing. And
Mhm.
they're like, yes, I'm doing this, I'll do this, and it's right because I have this higher calling.
It's called getting
I
caught
have
up in the
this
minutia
purpose.
of
Mhm.
fame.
Yes.
I would like
There
to.
you go.
I would like to say this because of the show and everything else. You know, I'm literally willing to do everything that I possibly can to like get this show out there so people can listen to our show and everything else. I'm not willing to do. I mean, I'm watching what people are doing, and it is out of hand.
No, I'm not going to go out there and create.
No, I'm
some
not going
kind
to
of
create
thing,
something.
some kind of news story to
Mhm.
get, publicity for the
Mhm.
show.
That's just-
You have to, though. No, we don't have
No,
to.
we don't have to. We
Yeah,
just
I
have
know
If
to.
we
you're
do it on
joking.
the,
I
if
know
we do
you're
it on a
joking
little,
because I
on
see
the
that-
lower level
I see
though.
that smile
But
on
now
your face.
can we do we're not killing pets? Just like
I'm not killing any pets, not even cats. Listen,
No, we're
I love
not.
cats.
Below,
I'm not.
Cats.
below
I
the
love
death
cats.
threshold.
I'm just allergic.
I'm not gonna pay Nigerians to like attack me in
Whoop
the
up on me.
street. I'm not gonna do because that's oh wow. Well,
You know,
what are
those
we doing?
Nigerians, I have to say this, I'm going to give the devil his due, and
Mhm.
those Nigerian dudes,
No, they were terrible.
those bodies were on
And as
turn.
somebody said on Twitter, and
On
somebody did say this on
turn.
Twitter. Well, at least if at the very least we got them back for all their Nigerian prince stuff.
Mhm.
So at least we got the night. You know, you get the email from a Nigerian prince
Yes, even
saying
I've
send
had-
$10,000.
My broke ass has actually had an email.
I used
They
my.
need to do some research, because, bitch, I can't send you a form.
Exactly. So
Much
it's like,
less
mm-hmm,
$10,000.
mm-mm. No.
I have never seen $10,000 in my
Mm-mm.
life
Mm-mm.
in a bank account.
Mm-mm. No. You know what?
Sister of the church.
Mm-mm. But let's hit on some things that really need to be said to both the cisgendered community of women
Lord
and the
have mercy with the
transgendered-
cisgendered.
and the
Can we just
transgender.
call the bitches
No,
bitches?
because now they all have labels. This is-
No, the bitches don't have labels.
They
The
all
real
have
bitches don't
labels.
The real bitches
Mhm.
have no idea
Mhm.
of what cisgenders is. They just know that they're bitches.
Mhm.
They don't know from anything else.
Exactly. And as far as
Trans are
I
calling them
still, I
cisgender.
feel like the name cisgender. I
It
don't
just
get it.
annoys
It's
the
weird.
All these fucking pronouns annoy the shit
Yeah,
out of me.
exactly.
I'm a man who sucks dick. I'm cool with that.
Well,
Call me a cocksucker.
you
I
might,
will put on a motherfucking t-shirt
Mhm.
and wear it every goddamn day if that's what it takes.
Mhm.
Don't call me all this cisgendered binary
you've got your, but yeah,
bullshit.
you already have your defined place in society.
Mhm.
Trans people are trying to define their place in society.
That's on them.
So let them.
That's on them. But why are you bringing women into the equation and calling them cis?
Because they're trying to define.
because they're trying to define their
What is what?
and by the
We
way,
had our moment to define what is what. This is their moment
Mhm.
to define what is what.
it's
Can
a,
we say something else besides cisgender? Like, what the fuck does that mean? It makes me think
See,
I'm getting
you're on the
cancer,
same-
cis,
She
all over my
acts
body.
like she acts like she's not on the same page I am, but she is.
Mhm.
Oh, honey.
You're on the same page I am. This cisgender shit it's just weird.
Mm-hmm.
Call them women.
They are women.
They are natural. Let's take a page from Aretha. Natural women.
Mm-hmm.
Oh. Aretha's
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
But
natural
Aretha
woman.
Franklin was a beautiful human being.
But
and
here's
she loved
what's
everybody.
being called in the play. Trans women are going, what defines the natural woman? And that is
Aretha Franklin defined. I'm kidding.
that is exactly what the whole point is defining what is considered a natural woman. One
A
who was
natural
born a
woman is-
woman, or one who started off as maybe a dude
Well, that's
and
not
then
right.
No,
realized.
that's not a natural
The
woman.
definition
I
of
know
a natural
that,
woman
I
is
know
someone
that.
who's born a-
Listen, I love our trans community, y'all. I know you think I'm transphobic, and frankly, fuck you if you do. But I'm not. I'm real.
But we
And
have to accept
I'm
what's what.
I'm trying to say what's right, what's real for me.
Yeah, no,
And
trans.
what's real for
we
me
have
is
to
I
accept-
don't get it, and you're not going to make me get it by using all these pronouns. And what we need to do is have a real sit down.
Mhm.
Nobody's had a real sit down with a transsexual person. Not that I know of. No news media would touch it. Not really.
I-
But this bitch, Caitlyn Jenner, can kiss my left nut because he's not real.
Wait,
he's
it's
not real.
Caitlin's. Oh,
Caitlin's not real.
Caitlin. I thought you meant.
May I
the
say
other
this
Jenner.
though? May I say this? Here's something that actually kind of happened that's actually quite real. A university, I'm thinking it's Columbia, but I'm not quite sure, and if anybody in the audience wants to correct me, please do.
Please.
They had a conference with trans women and, I'm going to say it, cisgendered women, and said, and they
I feel
and
my
they
cyst is
said,
growing.
and they said, no men allowed because we're going to have this conversation. Which,
Well,
by the
good for
way,
them.
good for them
Good for
because
them.
they
Good for
needed.
them, but
they need to have this
curious as to-
conversation.
I'm curious as to why there's so much animus
Because
from
men
from
have
women.
a tendency to corrupt things. Like they have a tendency to interject their masculinity over everything.
Well, here's where the animus comes in, and by the way, this is a true thing. In Congress, they are in the House of Representatives. They have enacted a bill, the Equal Protection Bill, that will allow equal protection for those who are gay and lesbian, and who are trans, to be able to have safe spaces, to be able to be a part of American society without worrying about discrimination in housing, without worrying about discrimination in employment, all this other stuff. Now we have a group of feminist women, and I cannot believe I did not want to go here, but I'm going to go there anyway. And a group of lesbians who are also feminists, who are saying that by having this, you are not allowing safe spaces for women to have, because if you want to have transgender women
Oh.
walk, and Randy and I had this conversation
It's
before
a
the
hard
show,
topic. It's a hard topic.
Yeah.
to be able to have a safe space where women and girls could have a safe
No,
space
I
for
agree.
themselves. And
I
trans
think cisgendered women should have a safe space that's separate from.
and part of
trans women.
part of the law is being able to say, hey, I am a woman or a man, and I should be able to step into this space if you're trans.
You know what?
And
But can we have safe spaces and allow other people in? Like, I can have a safe space and other people can be there.
Mhm.
You know what? I could solve this problem about
Mm.
safe space, if you will,
Yeah.
especially when it comes to restrooms and all that.
Mhm.
Build a better restroom. I
Mhm.
love a bar with a cocaine restroom where
Okay,
you can go in there
now let me
and do
tell you-
cocaine because they have the door that comes from the ceiling to the floor.
Mhm.
Just have ceiling to the floor doors in every fucking restroom and make them all unisex.
You know what?
Boom.
In California,
And
they
lock
have
doors.
unisex bathrooms all over the place.
But
It's not a fucking problem.
Have a locked fucking door.
and a lot
Bathrooms
And I
situations
would
are a problem.
live in that. Listen, I love a cocaine.
and by the way, in
stall.
a lot
I
of
don't
the
do
mon-
cocaine,
a lot
but
of the
I'm very.
But no,
in a lot of the Montrose restaurants, especially in this neighborhood, they do have unisex bathrooms, or they have a third bathroom. They will have a third bathroom for anyone who wants to go to the third bathroom.
I want to address the thing that you brought up. You're talking about cisgendered women wanting a safe space where trans aren't necessarily welcome.
Here's the problem. But here's the problem. And Randy did something amazing yesterday, and I will get into that. Yeah. So here's the thing. Here's the thing. It's not the fact that they would like it. They would love to have a safe space. The thing is that the problem with the trans community, as far as women are concerned, are we talking those who have opted to be full women, full women who have gone through or are we talking about those trans who have decided that they're still going to, they're going to be chicks with dicks, so to speak.
You can say I'm trans and I'm just actually just put on like women's clothes.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So
you can be preoperative means that you're on hormonal treatment. It doesn't mean that you have removed your breasts as a woman. It doesn't mean that you have done anything.
But you
as a
could
man.
say you're trans without hormonal treatment or anything.
You're augmenting your genetics by using the drugs that they use, the hormonal drugs. So you're trying to augment your genetics. And you're preoperative at that point. But guess what? Not everybody sees that.
Yeah,
because
exactly.
There's obstacle involved. People have eyes, and they see a man coming into a ladies' room, and listen, I don't mean no harm. And listen, give us letters, though, because you motherfuckers never give us anything. So
we might get letters on this one.
Give us letters on this. I'm telling you, there are a lot more square-jawed, ugly-ass men. See, I'm going to go there.
Ahead.
I'm going to go there.
Go
This
ahead.
is a hard topic.
Ugly-ass men that want to be women and are trans, then there are beautiful transitions. Guess what? That's the way it goes. That's genetics.
Okay,
Sometimes
so
you're not going to make a beautiful woman.
I have a question.
I think most. I'll just finish this one. I think for the most part, the beautiful trans are few and far between. They're the only ones we see in the media for the cause.
Yeah, exactly.
The only ones. I mean, beautiful trans.
Oh, right.
Men who make the transition and they're gorgeous.
Right.
They're the only ones we see in the media. We don't see the other side. Because there are a lot of men who are gender dysphoric who ain't pretty when they become women. They look, listen, a lot
of women aren't that pretty themselves.
Y'all are going to get after me for this, and I don't give a fuck. I really don't. I'm going to say it. Say it. Sometimes you look like a monster. I'm not kidding. I've seen these bitches. I've seen them in line at the grocery store.
Yeah, exactly.
Yes, sometimes everybody looks like a monster. But listen, when you start all these hormones and stuff like that, and you're going down that road with it, I'm just Joe Blow public. I'm saying it looks weird. And
we
God forgive me.
We want to give people a
because I want you people to be happy, and I'm not trying to be mean. I'm just saying the truth. And girl, that's what I'm here for. I don't write the news. I just report.
I think that Chris and I both agree on this, and I think that you and I may agree on this.
What are we agreeing to?
It's the fact that when it comes to women's spaces, and women do need their space, and women do have.
Look, I can't just be like, I'm a dude. I'm going to put on women's clothes, say I'm trans, infiltrate a woman's space.
Yeah, exactly.
But
exactly.
That's what happens.
And I think that's
in their minds. And
I think that's a legitimate argument.
It's a legitimate consideration.
It's a legitimate argument to have.
Understand that is a worry.
I don't think that women are. I don't think that. And I'm going to say the term. I don't think that cisgender women are worried about trans women who actually go through the whole process, get a vagina, they don't know, and they don't care. But when you are a chick with a dick walking into a woman's locker room because you feel like you deserve to be in that,
and then getting naked,
and getting naked in a gym situation, no,
that's off-putting.
That's off-putting.
Just like that woman, that man he calls himself a man, walked in East London and in a sauna and said, I'm a guy. And Joe and I were talking about this yesterday. He may have had the breast augmentation done to where he has just a chest.
Yeah, exactly.
And not breast. And then he took off his towel in the sauna and boom, beaver.
I would love to look at them. I would love to have been a fly on the wall to see the reaction of every gay man in that sauna. A gay man sauna, by the way. A gay man sauna. To see a gorgeous man come walking up into the room.
I bet he was cute.
He probably was cute. And come walking into the room, sits down,
and
pulls
then
his
unveil
towel off, and there's a vagina.
And unveil the vulva.
And I can guarantee you right now that every gay man probably fainted. There were 3 gay men who fainted.
No, there was one that literally, from the article.
Oh no, there were 3 gay.
Went running.
There were 3 gay men that fainted.
Bitch, there's a bush in the hot tub area, and guess what? It's full on. All her, because she don't purr, because she's not trying to pay attention to the fact that she has a vagina. So it's like the North Woods girl.
I can guarantee you there was one queen going, his penis is so small, I can't even see it through all that. I can't see her hair. And then realize, oh wait, that's a vagina. Oh my God, no.
No, queen.
And by the way, Randy, just to be sure of that, made a phone call to the local.
I did.
Made a phone call to the local bathhouse.
And asked them. Okay, here's what I said. Here's what I had. I had said, hello. And I used my deep register because I hadn't talked to them. So I said, hello. Friend of mine is.
Wait, I want to hear your deep register.
Hello. A friend of mine is pre-op, and we're coming in. He's from out of town, and we're coming in. And is it okay if I bring him? And the guy said, no. And then I started to say something else. He said, no. Before I could even get the other shit I was going to say out of my mouth. And he hung up. So guess what? You're not welcome.
Well, what do you expect him to do?
I expected the result
exactly.
that I got. Yeah. But guess what? This guy didn't. And he's funny. Didn't. Girl, they may have fish and chips on the menu at the local pub, but not in the sauna.
You did not go there.
Yes, he did. Yes, he did. Yes, he did. And we wanted, and like I said, we were talking about it, and we wanted to test that theory. So when he called the local bathhouse, which I will not mention on air, to find out,
you're the only one left.
To find out if he could bring a pre-operative transgender male into the place, they firmly said, and it was a firm.
Oh, girl, it was a hard no.
It was a hard no. It was a very hard no.
I've got my dick in my hand, and I'm looking at men walking around with towels. No.
No. And I think that the transgender community has to understand something. Has to understand something. We love you, but you're going to have to figure out.
These are hard situations. Work with us.
You have to make your way in this world, but y'all aren't doing the right things.
No,
so
but
far.
we're buddies. But I mean,
we love you.
We don't want them to be all alone. But work with us. This is a hard situation.
We're not fostering hate over here of any kind. What we're trying to do is
figure out solutions that work for everybody.
There you go. See.
Yeah, that works for everybody.
Because we're all on the same page.
Cisgendered women have needs. Everybody has needs.
And they have fears.
And they have fears.
Listen,
legitimate fears. Very legitimate
fears. Are unfounded.
Unfounded.
However, there was a woman not long ago that was a man tried to rape her, but he was a freak. He wasn't transgender. He didn't identify as transgender. He wore a wig. He walked into a ladies' room with a purpose. But that has nothing to do with the transgender.
No, that has nothing to do with that.
Nothing. So
that was a straight man in a wig.
That was a straight man in a motherfucking wig.
That was a straight man in a wig.
He didn't even have lipstick.
Girl,
So-
and didn't have the proper outfit on.
No, girl, he was in a pair of jeans and a
A
wig.
pair of jeans and a
And
wig.
that woman whooped his motherfucking
And
ass.
as
God,
well as
yeah.
she
He was
should.
begging for his life because she was a black belt. He fucked with the wrong bitch. And I'm glad of that. She put him in the motherfucking hospital.
Mhm.
Sans wig.
But no, it still boils down to the fact that we have to fix the transgender community really
Yeah,
needs
you're
to
not on mic.
Right here. The transgender community.
really needs to figure out what their place is in the world and how we make this world a better place for transgender people.
But it's
And-
on y'all.
but it's on y'all, and y'all gonna have to.
Because we don't know how to do it.
Mm-mm.
Because we don't.
Gay
we
men don't know.
know.
Gay men and lesbians don't know how to deal with this.
Y'all got to figure it out.
We don't know how to deal with this, and
Well-
y'all keep coming to us for help and all this
And
other
solutions.
solutions,
But the
and we
truth
don't.
is, we don't understand.
We don't understand. We do not, because we are
Y'all need
men
an
and
advocate.
women.
Y'all need an advocate.
Mm-hmm.
A real advocate. And there hasn't been one. And fucking Caitlyn Jenner can, like I said,
Mhm.
kiss my left nut.
Mhm.
Because he, whatever. Because I don't think he's added anything done.
And
I think he lied. I said this on shows before. I think he lied about having his junk, the full change.
Mhm. But I want to say
The
this
full change.
because I think this and this needs to be said. It's not that we don't love you. We do. Y'all are always a part of. Y'all been a part of our lives for God knows how long. And the thing is that y'all just need to define who you are and what makes someone trans and what makes someone a full-fledged woman. And y'all just need to define that and understand that there are certain spaces. I thought about this. I have no problem with a locker room, especially in a certain situation. And listen to what I'm saying. I have no problem that if you as a transgender person walked into a woman's locker room, especially if you trans over to a woman or if you trans over to a man, where that locker room divides between transgendered and the rest.
Well, maybe what you're
And
saying makes sense.
because
Listen, we need doors and curtains,
Mhm.
and
We're-
there's no harm in doors and
Mhm.
curtains. We're saying goodbye to Chris. for
We're
this
saying goodbye,
evening,
Chris.
Bye, sweeties. Love y'all.
And we
Mhm.
love you.
We
too,
love you
darling.
too.
But Chris has shit
Responsibility.
to do tomorrow.
Mhm.
Bitch, we got responsibilities. Well, at least Joe does.
Mhm.
Anyway,
Love y'all.
Bye.
I'm on a perpetual vacation
Mhm.
right now. I'm blessed.
Mhm.
But no, seriously, I believe in doors and curtains. I've always believed in doors.
Mhm.
Why not have a goddamn curtain?
Mhm.
And I lived in a dorm at one point in my life where we had every shower had curtains from the outside. Then you walk in, you take your clothes off, and you get in the shower, and
Mhm.
guess what? Curtains again. It doesn't cost that much to put up the motherfucking curtains.
Mhm.
Put up some curtains.
I think what it really boils down to, with everything that we've talked about, when it comes down to the transgender community, trust me, we as gay men understand the locker room situation.
Oh, yeah.
We have understood the locker room situation for God knows how many years. We've understood the fact that the moment that you tell your friend while you're playing basketball with them or baseball or whatever that you're gay, that suddenly everybody does not want to shower with you
Right.
because they're worried that you're going to look at their dick or what have you.
Right.
Although half the time y'all not really all that, and y'all
Well, in junior high, I will tell you this: in
Mhm.
junior high, one guy got a hard on in the shower,
Mhm.
and he wasn't even
need
gay.
to, yeah, exactly.
And it just happened because we were hitting puberty.
Yeah,
and
exactly.
He soaked up his dick,
Mhm.
and he got
Mhm.
everybody ran out calling him gay.
Yeah, exactly.
Meanwhile, I'm sitting there watching everybody run around naked and loving it, but they never knew who
Mhm.
I was.
The point of the matter is that transgender people need to, I cannot say this better than a gay man can tell you. Shut the fuck up. Listen to what the other person is saying.
Right.
Absorb it, and then think about what they are saying. They are not trying to keep you out of anything.
I don't think that there's any.
I don't think there's any
Yes.
harm with you being who you are. The problem is that we don't know how to deal with who you are.
Exactly. There's a level of ignorance that we're all suffering from. But we need you to figure yourself out and come to us and come correct and tell us what to do. Because you know what? We're not going to know how to treat you until you tell us.
And you can't call us transphobic all the time. Every time. You can't call us transphobic all the time because sometimes we will disagree with you. But that doesn't mean that we're transphobic. That just means that we are just trying to understand who you are. So don't stop calling
and that goes for straight people too. But listen, it's sort of a taboo in the gay world to say, I don't know how to treat transgendered people.
Yeah, exactly.
Because we don't want to seem like we're not cool. We
don't
want to seem like we're not in the know.
Yeah, exactly.
But guess what? Gay people, you know as well as I do, all of you. We know who we are from birth.
Yeah, exactly.
We got to figure it out. Trans people, gender dysphoria sometimes happens at birth, but it's rare. Very rare. So what we need to do is we need to have you have a fucking representative to say, this is what we want. Maybe there could be a council. You know what I'm saying? Because we have gay representatives in government. Maybe you, and listen, I know that some of your people have become government officials, congresswomen, and everything.
So you're working in the right steps.
Why are they not advocating?
But you're doing the right steps. You actually.
But why are they not? I'm asking you this because you don't know the answer. I don't know the answer. I'm going to ask you people. What the fuck? You have people that are in a position to say something, and they're not saying anything. They're happy to be there, but they're not talking about struggle to get there. And they're not educating people. They're just sitting in their motherfucking seats not talking about shit.
Well, here's the thing, and I will disagree with you on this. The visibility is so important.
No, I agree with
visibility in the trans community is so important because it has to be more visibility.
There has to
be. And unfortunately, some of that visibility is not in the correct form. Some of that visibility is who got murdered this week.
Right.
And
which is terrible.
Which is terrible.
I don't understand.
But we as gay men have already been through this. We have lost friends, not through AIDS, but through violence too.
Oh, yes.
We have and we have stood up.
I talked about
that
earlier.
And we made some mistakes. We made some mistakes along the way, and we feel like that you're making the same mistake. And y'all need to do better than us.
You have people in power now.
Y'all have to do better.
I know. I hope. One congressperson or whatever, city council member who's trans is listening. Get it together because you need to. Because listen, I don't usually do politics, but I'm telling you, Trump is after your ass. I don't know why.
I don't know why. I don't know what his issue is either.
I care but I'm concerned for people that are losing their jobs. They're losing, rights right and left. And I've said this once, I'll say it again. The gay rights are eroding. And, darling, listen, I have arthritis. Y'all gonna make me pick it. Y'all make me pick it. Let's fix this. Let's figure it out.
Yeah, let's figure it out. So for all our trans members in the audience, the basic thing is that the first thing y'all need to do is fix what's going on in your community first. And what's going on in your community is a lot of hate crimes, a lot of killings. Y'all need to fix that. Y'all do need to fix that, and y'all need to bring to the forefront what is going on. No more of this Jussie Smollett thing. No more of these celebrities.
No more.
I'm done with all of that.
And Jussie Smollett, I know you're not listening. I wish you were. I'm telling you something. Shame on you. Shame on you. You brought us down, girl. You brought us down. You should have done that.
I would like to. And I'm holding out hope. I'm really holding out
That
hope.
he's innocent?
Really holding out hope that somehow you are innocent of this. I'm really holding out hope, but from everything that I'm seeing, that hope is slowly fleeting.
Yeah.
But the thing is that I want every member of the LGBTQIAAA minus
Lord
plus
have
all this
mercy,
other stuff.
FBG, whatever.
Stop looking at celebrities as your saviors and fix your own shit.
And stop looking at them as role models. Celebrities are celebrities.
Celebrities are celebrities. They're going to do whatever they want to. They have the money to do what they have. All this stuff to do what they want to do. So stop looking at them.
And I heard reports that Jussie made $65,000 a week. Then I heard another report the other day that said he was making $165 a week.
You know what?
I don't care. Guess
I don't
what?
care.
I'm not making 65.
I can tell you right now.
Or 165 a week.
I can tell you right now. There's no transgender women who are making that kind of money. There is no transgender women.
No, actually, there's not.
No, there's no transgender women who are gainfully employed in, well, with the exception of a couple, but you need to look to your, if you want, and by the way, if you want to look to people who are trying to help in the transgender community, take a look at a certain girl from Pose who is into technology, has all her stuff going on, and she is really trying to help. And she is so cute. And that's what she's doing because she wants to uplift her community. Those are the people that you look towards. Don't stop looking towards celebrities. They're done.
Well, she is a celebrity.
She is a celebrity.
That, she's also a person who's doing something.
She's in the tech field. She is trying to uplift transgender people in the tech field. And that is what she's doing. And Lord, she is on Pose, and we have forgotten her name, and I'm so sorry.
No, I'm terrible with names.
We are terrible with names. But the thing is that that's who you look for. Look towards the little leaders in the group who are trying to get you employment, trying to get you
people
who are going to the police and saying, "Hey, you've got to start looking at what's going on in our community. And you got to fix it, and you got to fix it right now, because we're tired of it. We're tired of not being where we're on the back page of something or what have you."
We're gonna move on from this subject and get on some shame issues that I have from my past.
Girl, we are an hour and 12 into this episode.
We're out of time.
We're running out of time.
You know
girl.
what? We've been so blessed to be able to speak to you this evening that we've forgotten everything. We've just been on and on. I hope y'all enjoyed the show. But it's time to go.
It is time to go.
And we're gonna play our theme music to say goodbye.
Yep,
and I hope you bitches and hoes enjoy it.
We're gonna play it out because Randy
y'all.
Randy did take the time, and I'm already playing it. And it's the outro music.
Well, that was a good episode. And we kept it real all the way. And Christmas.
But we're done.
We're done. Good.
Hold on.
Sisters of the church.
Of course.
Girl, I wanted Miss Brandy to come in and be a special guest. Oh, gotta go.